Can I do this? Am I good enough? I've worked hard for this. This is my time. I'm ready.
There's an overwhelming chance that you are your own biggest critic. But does that propel you, or does it hold you back? All in all, it's not a bad thing to hold yourself to high standards for us to progress. The problem is we take our own judgment way too far. If you can still observe and control those thoughts, you become your biggest ally. And it's all to do with the way that we think. So let me put it this way. Who controls your thoughts? It's you, right? Do you know how many thoughts you have in a day? On around 60,000 every single day. But here's the interesting and scary part. Tomorrow you're going to have 60,000 thoughts again. 95% of those thoughts are the same ones that you had yesterday. So we relive the same story and we tell ourselves the same story every single day. So how do we silence the critic? Start by controlling your thoughts. So the first application revolves around forming a new keystone habit. And what you're going to try and achieve is not to listen to yourself, but to talk to yourself. I came across this exercise when I moved back from overseas, living there for a long time, and I moved back to Cape Town, and I've managed to save enough money for me to take some time and find something new. As we all know, life's expensive, so after a year of not finding exactly what I want, I settled for doing something that gave me adequate money, but it didn't make me happy. Therein, my downward spiral began. There was one specific morning that it really hit home for me. I was driving down to work, coming out of my driveway, driving down this beautiful, windy road from Table Mountain down towards the city, and I drove past this mansion. And as I came past it, the garage opened and a red Ferrari came reversing out, and this gorgeous blonde lady came out and waved her husband goodbye. It was picture perfect. And as I was driving to work, every single traffic light on the way was red. And I started thinking, but why him? Why not me? Why has it always got to be so hard for me? Why does it never work out? That day I sort of hit a rock bottom, and to try and escape my thoughts and get out of my own head, I started reading something, and I read this lesson plan and I thought, but it seemed too simple, but it only is going to take 10 minutes of my day, so I thought, let me give it a try, and I'm so grateful I did, because that changed my life. But for the next 2 weeks, I'd like you to focus on this one exercise. It's all got to do with gratitude. So here's what I'd like you to try. Find a quiet space in the morning when you wake up. Now, I understand that is difficult if you've got kids and a partner and all that, but commit this time to yourself. All I'm asking for you is for 5 minutes. Find a quiet enough space where you are able to speak, and what you do is you take 5 minutes and you start talking out about everything that you've got to be grateful for in your life, from small to big. And it can be anything from your family to the fact that you woke up this morning to anything that you can find or think of that you've got to be grateful for. But to be honest, for me, when I started this, I found it extremely hard. So I started with, okay, so my alarm went off, I could hear that, so I could hear, and I got out of bed, I could move my arms, I've got petrol in my car. So I stumbled across like that, but what I very soon found is that 5 minutes was not even enough. However, from the first instant I started doing that, it had an impact on my life and it changed it. Because I now didn't look around and start thinking about what I don't have. I started realizing what I do have and exactly how blessed and happy and wonderful it is of everything that I do have. So, commit every morning for the next 2 weeks to this exercise. If you've missed a day, so be it, but make sure to start again the next day. Remember, this is a keystone habit that you're forming, and it'll have a ripple effect on your life. Invest in yourself. We look forward to hearing from you to see if you've managed to invest in yourself and if you started in silencing the critic.